Yo, what up?
What's up, brother?
I didn't see the beginning of your reaction. Someone just DM'd me and said that you were reacting to it. So,
Ah, man, bro, thank God you didn't say it. Bro, listen, listen. I'm not gonna hide it or whatever. I cooked up the stove. I put the egg, and it's cooking, brother. It's cooking real bad.
is that good or bad? Like it takes the gospel like
I
usually?
mean, it's cooking. I mean, listen, listen. I might have called you the bad side of neurodivergent, but with all due fairness, though, some of the points were pretty bad, right? But hey, hey, you can debate me right now and prove me wrong. So go ahead, man.
Okay, yeah. I mean, we can get into the major claims. We could start with faking videos. Do you have a problem with that? Yes or no?
Sure. Let me open up a notepad. Hold on.
It's funny how Mrbeast has three controversies going on. Check this out,
I don't
lol.
want to lose track of what
Lol.
we're doing because a lot of times that when I do like quote unquote debates, whatever, we lose track of what the main point is, whatever, and then I get caught in loops and I get trolled. So sure. Um, faking vids. Okay, so the it depends what in the faking it that I think is an important claim. So with new information, the information that you brought up, right, of like a lot of his employees or whatever. The problem is that I don't have the density, right? I do believe that there's an equilibrium of people that you add on that are kind of safe or will for entertainment that'll make the video better for quality, right? Um, and not while still saying, yeah, these are people who are subscribers, right? But the problem is that I don't. The reason why this point wasn't with some of your viewers or whatever, it doesn't resonate with me, is that I don't know what the density of that is. Like, out of 100, how many people are his employees and people are not, right?
Yeah, I mean that's a good question. I think lately, like people are saying reacting to my videos saying, "Oh my God, he's saying all his videos are fake." Not really. I mean, back in the day, I think they were real. And back in the day, like he at least was transparent when he used his employees in the videos. Now he's presenting it as saying, "Oh, here's a contestant, and the contestant is Mac." Or he's saying, "Here's 100 random subscribers, and like 30 of them are his employees." And I feel that like that's where the problem is where you're like deceiving the audience, and then you're also having your employees essentially taking spots away from random people. And then obviously because they're your employees, you can instruct them what to do. They can sort of rig the challenge in certain ways.
Okay, I don't think it's a bad point. But like I said earlier, I think something that I like to tell myself sometimes is like for sure I call that health of the broadcast. What the health of the broadcast is like I think there's a level of purity that I'll accept, right? Most of the time, and I think that his level of purity, I think, is on the low side. But I do also think that you're making the level of purity kind of lower, kind of in the video, or make it seem lower, or like it's bad. So what I mean by that is that 100%, I think having people that you know are employees in the video, yes, sucks, right? But I don't think there's much of a loss in general out of saying, guys, these people are random, right? Um, and some of them being not random. Like the deception isn't very harmful, right?
Well, I think you're using that deception to then like build trust with your audience, and then you're selling them products saying, "Hey, you could be in this video." Or you're like saying, "Hey, if you engage with me a lot, if you're a big supporter, one day you could be in one of these videos." And it's not really true. I mean, like saying subscribe and you can be in a video, it's actually completely false because there's zero correlation between like subscribing and being in a video. It's like saying, touch a banana and you can go to the NBA. Like it's completely irrelevant. You'd have to apply through casting. You'd have to be like local to the area. You have a big boosted chance if you like know people who are involved in the production.
It, just asking, are these things that are kind of known that you know that are kind of proven that they have to be part of the area and all that, or is that
Yeah, I showed the internal Slack message in my video where it says, "Hey, we're looking for new contestants. Send to friends and family." We're putting a big emphasis on replenishing our local database. Let me know who applies right here. And then like in the videos, I have far more evidence than I put in the videos. I mean, I could send you some on Discord right now, like of
See, but that's the
other
point though.
what is
That
I have evidence of like more
yeah,
examples
well,
of
that's more important than the fact itself.
what is.
The proof and what that is, right, is more
Oh,
important
that's
than the
endless.
fact.
Endless. The video would be 6 hours if I included all proof of every single illegal lottery, of every single example of people being in the videos
No,
that are
but see,
like
okay, so
in that Willy Wonka one where I talk about Della Vlogs winning a golden ticket. I had somebody after I posted the video who worked at Mrbeast during that time DM me saying, "Hey, there's also this guy Justin in that video who's Ava
yeah,
Chris Tyson's cousin." Okay, and he runs the charter business, the bus charter business that like transports contestants, and he lives in the local area, and he's Chris Tyson's cousin, and he apparently randomly won a golden ticket.
okay, so that's really good, right? So you need to put yourself in the viewer position, such as me, right? So if I'm operating at a blind, there's not much I can do here, right? Let's say I say, yo, dude, allegedly, of course, Bill Gates' juicer is fucking massive. It's just massive, right? And I said to people, well, nobody's gonna take me seriously. On Twitter, nobody's gonna be like, okay, whatever, this is like a joke, right? But then, like, well, look, well, he told me I could show the picture. Here's a picture, and then I show it. What's more important? The statement of saying that his juice is massive, or the picture? Well, the picture is more important.
Oh, the picture, the evidence. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I supplied ample evidence in my video.
When it comes down to contestant density, whatever, right, and where they come from, even I watched the video thoroughly. Well, I mean, I had no idea.
Okay,
Like,
that's a fair point.
I don't know how many, because from my perspective, if there was, let's say, 100 contestants and there's, let's say, 20 that are more controlled, I still don't really have a problem, right? I still think it's a level field that I'll accept, but if it gets worse and more manipulated, yeah, then I might get mad or whatever. But the level of care to that topic was still pretty mute, right? Because me, I don't really give a fuck. But so I don't believe that the deception is like a problem.
I don't know, man. I mean, chat's saying you're 0-5, and we've only gone over 1 point. So do you want to move on to like the illegal lotteries now, or
But
what?
so maybe I've gone past this point where you start as a creator, right? And you base your life views on chat validation, right? So clearly you're not past that point still, right? Where like I'm telling you,
Well, no, I understand what you're saying, and I agree. Like the frequency that it happens matters, of course.
well, the density.
But like,
Density is the number one point. Like,
yeah,
I don't know the density, right? And as you bring new information that you've withheld, right? Well, that's like a completely different ball game. Well, because now what the video was giving me, right? What the video was giving me, I had no idea the density. Because in the video you show like one girl, a guy, a this. Now we're at 3, but there's 100 contestants, right? So like even then it's like, okay, so at worst, 3% of the are controlled subjects. I don't really have a problem with
nah, it's definitely more than that. But that was also a video from like 2 years ago. The density shifts over time. Now you're seeing in more recent videos, 100% of the contestants are either friends or family of the employees or people who are in the industry. Even did you see the 50 YouTubers compete for $1 million? Both of the people who won Cybertrucks, they were presented as, hey, these are like random fans or whatever. They're both in the industry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so and then also that video, Logan Paul and KSI allegedly, but very clearly had inside information as to what the challenges were.
Yeah.
So if you're running a contest, if you're running competitions, if you're running a game show, which Mrbeast is, like he's the largest game show in the world
Well, hold on.
with
Hold
like
on.
the highest viewership, and he doesn't have to follow traditional game show regulations.
Oh, hold on, hold on. Okay, then is it a game show?
I would absolutely describe it as a game show. Yes.
Okay.
Would you not?
So those contestants did win that money.
What contestants?
Okay, so if I say, guys, this is a game show, blah, 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 right? And I do this whole game show, and everything is controlled, and nobody wins anything, right? Is that bad?
Yeah, no, I never said his prize money is fake. Is that what you're assuming?
No, no, no. I'm saying, would it be bad if the whole thing was fake or whatever?
If you're not transparent about that, yes.
Okay. In my opinion, his role is entertain, and I kind of get that a little bit, right? I don't think it's a complete. I don't think it's a terrible argument, right? But I personally, when I watch his videos, I'll assume off the rip the whole thing is fake, and anything else I don't give, because I'm entertained regardless. I like seeing people do and wiggle. I like seeing people wiggle around and do whatever fake challenge, because I think it's fun. And if they win that money, and it's his friend and he didn't get the money, I don't think I'm gonna go on allegedly. I will make a crazy call here, and say, you know what? I think most people didn't get money or didn't get the money from what they're doing, because it wasn't even a game show to begin with. From years, all of his videos, right? And that's what I assume, and I don't give a shit. I don't think that's a problem.
Okay, so yeah, that's a really easy point to refute, because like what you're talking about is something like WWE, where it's entirely for entertainment value.
Yeah.
But now imagine the WWE said, hey, buy these t-shirts and you can be in the WWE and you can be in a wrestling match.
Yeah.
And if you win the wrestling match, you can win $250,000 in a Lamborghini and a house.
Yeah. So now you can isolate that. Then I think you can separate these two behaviors then.
Yeah. Well, it's when you look at faking the videos or whatever, there's multiple issues, which is one of which is obviously like having employees. Then the other issue is like having not employees, and then you're unfairly rigging.
Yes. Okay. So since you didn't watch my reaction, then yes, I did agree that these behaviors were, one, bad, pretty trashy, greedy, and irresponsible, right?
And potentially illegal.
No, definitely is illegal. Because videos were deleted. I think there's more evidence than not that they know something was up after the fact, right? And was removed, and then quote unquote corrected the behavior, right? But I'm not gonna make the assumption that the whole thing was made in a way that they knew that and did that intentionally, knowing it was legal. I'm not ready to make that assumption. Is what I was saying when I was doing this. But yeah, you can call it out for what it is, but I'm not gonna call it out and make bad assumptions on the intention. Does that make sense? Which I think is fair.
Okay, I mean, even if you think like selling fake signatures, like, okay, I did talk to
bad. I think that's all bad. All bad.
I talked to a former employee after that, and he worked on that, and he said they had 4 tables set up, that all the boys, and like including people who I've never even heard of, like a guy named Jackson or whatever, they were like taking shifts, signing T-shirts of MB.
Yeah, it's impossible. So it's impossible, because I've done it. I've sold merch, right? And I said, whether this is illegal or not. I was putting a Pokemon card that was signed in every order.
Are you about to self-report?
I don't give a fuck. Put me in jail, motherfucker.
All right, go for it, man.
Okay, so every order, every one of them. It wasn't a sweepstake. There's no chance, right? The order came with a signature, right? And I sold a bunch, but it took me for fucking ever to sign this shit, like for actually ever. And I had to do it over like 2 weeks every night, right? Because it was I don't remember how much it was, about a box. I would say this, like a full booster box. It was 2 full booster box full. I signed every one of them, right? So I know for a fact, since I've done it, that whatever they're showing is absolutely impossible by a margin of like 100x, right? Make sense?
Wait, are you saying you did sign every one, or you did not?
Yeah, I did it. So I know that I know that Mrbeast didn't sign all of them. It's not possible.
Yeah, but children watching don't know that when you're saying that, hey, Mr.
Oh
Beast
yeah, for
and is
sure.
going to sign them, and every signature is
So
authentic.
so it's bad. I think it's like false advertising. I think it's a bad practice. It's bad looks. I think the whole thing is pretty
Okay, but
trash.
would you say that Mr. Beast, would you give him the benefit of the doubt again, that he didn't intentionally know that it was bad to sell fake signatures?
Okay, in what sense? Good.
Like,
As in like
do
Okay,
you think when he decided to do that,
yeah,
do you think he thought, oh, this is like morally cool, like this is what people are expecting, this is great?
okay,
Or
yeah,
do you think that he knew that it was bad? Because you just said you know it's bad. So do you
yeah.
think when he did it, he knew it was bad?
Yeah. So let's talk about like how bad it is in like a pH level. You know, a pH is like 7 is medium and 14 0 whatever, right? If 0 is really bad, right? I'll give this like a 5, right? So like on the bad side, because the people that know about this and know this information, I think from what I'm seeing, were watching the live stream, right? And we're seeing in real time, I would assume, people signing that aren't Mrbeast as Mrbeast, right? Yes or no?
No. That happened once on camera and it was a slip up. It's the clip that I showed. They tried to hide it.
Right?
Yeah, so they did that off camera, and then the person that you see on your screen on the right, Tyler, he signed one on camera, and then he had that reaction that I showed in the video of
Bad,
him
yeah,
sort of like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
So
it was a
bad.
mistake.
Okay, but even if it wasn't, because I watched it as in like, oh, it was a mistake. Well, I said it was bad, but
Mhm.
yeah, bad. I did watch the video, chat. You guys are wrong. It was more the fact that even if it was bad, that's where it's at. So
Mhm.
on that premise, I I'm still at a point where I'm trying to find the absolute dog shit, right?
Right.
And I've called things for bad for what they are, bad most of the time, but I haven't found like the big holy fuck this guy's like some evil. The way it's gonna be represented, that's kind of the main point of this.
Well, I think when you add together all of the intentional lying, whether it's about the signatures or the videos being real or about people, fans who can be in the videos, or if it's about him saying, hey, I know that, chocolate causes diabetes, so I'm going to make healthy chocolate or whatever. And then he turns and flips it and sells changes the formula or whatever. Like, I feel like if you just add it all together, it kind of paints a picture of like, oh, this guy's kind of a liar a little bit, you know? And I think that's just bad.
Yeah, so this is something that people do a lot with people that have a big front end of their company, right? People that are more vocal and transparent, whatever. Because the person is kind of within reach, they'll call them out a lot, right? But I think it's a pretty, I think again, it's pretty mute because it's like standard business practice, right? Whether you think this is
Mhm.
bad or not, right? Business makes product, business sells product, business operate within the confines of the law to sell product and sell more product, and they do so. Okay, I don't give a fuck. I don't think it's a big deal, and it falls on deaf ears, and not only for me, for most people,
Mm.
right? I think it's a criticism that doesn't really go anywhere.
Yeah, I don't know. It's sad to hear that you think that way, to be honest.
Really, how so? Go ahead. How so?
That it doesn't like bother you that people are just like intentionally lying to children for profit and doing all these
Because
like
I
scammy tactics.
I think if you one have the money, right, to
I don't get how the
buy
giveaway
shit,
if you
and your parents aren't at all moderating your behavior or doing good parenting, and on top of that you think you can buy healthy chocolate, I think you're kind of brain dead. It healthy chocolate,
Well,
like
healthier was the claim.
oh come on, brother.
Well, I know logically from his point of view, it doesn't make any sense. It's like trying to sell healthier cigarettes and then sell them to people who don't smoke. And you're like, well, how the fuck are you improving the health? It doesn't make sense. But that's what I'm pointing out in the video, is that what he's claiming, what he publicly states about, hey, I'm this nice, generous guy. I just want to help the world and do all these things. So it's like, okay, well, you could do that, or you could, sell chocolate. And that he's kind of the guy who sells chocolate, in my opinion.
Give me your last point. Wait. Okay. It's chocolate. Wait. Say what the concern is.
The concern is that he's marketing it as a healthier alternative, and then it's not. And then the other concern is that he's using these strange, almost like lottery schemes, which internally the company sort of admitted to me that they were lottery schemes, and that was the intention behind them, to effectively bribe children to consume more chocolate.
You're using the word bribe wrong, but
well, it's effectively what you're doing is you're adding a financial incentive. You're adding a financial incentive for children to.
It has to be an exchange of capital for a service or whatnot, and that's not what bribing is. In this instance, you're not.
Ignore the whatever technical definition you're using. There's multiple definitions of the word bribe, but I'm just using the colloquial attaching a financial incentive. You're like persuading somebody with the promise of money to purchase more chocolate.
Yeah, well, terminology is very important, because if you're gonna when you use kind of strong terms,
well, it's semantics. I'm not accusing him of bribery, like a crime of bribery. I'm using the colloquial. He's bribing them, and I said effectively bribing them to consume more chocolate. That's the effective result.
Well, if the point is about semantics, I think the semantics are the only thing that matters here. But that's fine. I guess we could get over.
The point isn't about bribing; it's about applying a financial incentive. So if you want to swap out the word bribe for he's adding this sort of lottery incentive to consume more chocolate, then that's a problem. It's effectively a slot machine, but the slot machine, to play it, you have to buy a bar of chocolate. And most people, if you're buying a bar of chocolate, you're consuming it.
All right. I guess that makes sense. I guess the reason why I don't say it as a problem, maybe I'm insensitive to it or whatever, because I think it's a practice that's fucking everywhere. Even when I was young, I'd buy like fucking candy because of like what was at the top. It was like some plastic figurine or whatever, right? And it's like you could get like any of them, and then you'd buy like candy to get the right one. Literally gambling. And that's pretty much everywhere. And it's like whatever.
Whoa. No, a plastic figurine, a McDonald's toy, is not gambling. Okay, this isn't millions of dollars.
It absolutely is.
This isn't getting your family out of poverty because you got the fucking Spider-Man toy from your cereal box.
Shit. You're gonna fall. Oh, you fell for the trap. Come on, man. This is classic. This is a classic. It's not gambling. It absolutely fucking is.
Because you get a toy out of a cereal box?
I don't give a fuck. The behavior, like in the video says, the behavior is the problem. Now you can say the semantics, well, you get an item out of this. What are you gonna? No. It's you want something desirable. There's a chance of getting that thing that is desirable. You're repeating the behavior in order to get the desirable item. That's gambling.
But the desirable item in this case has a estimated retail value of like $3.50. Is that what we're talking about?
Gambling.
No.
If I buy something worth $1 and I can get something that's worth $2, I'm essentially doubling my money. At the roulette, if I put $1 on black, I can get $2 if it lands on black. 2x. Desirable. Gambling. That's it. That's just what it is.
Okay. You cooked on that one. I'll give you that. You cooked.
Okay. Whatever. It's not even a winning. I don't give a fuck. This is like some old debated shit that people are branded about. Another problem that I got. This one. where he was gonna do. Okay, so again, I'm now blind because there's not a lot of proof or a lot of context, or whatever. People doing the bullshit fucking buy a woman's box, get 250 mil property, right? Loot box bullshit.
Classic. Yeah.
And then you show the video of the guy, because I think it's important when you show clips, the reason why you're showing a clip. I always call people out on the clips they use and why they use them, and a lot of them is brain dead. I believe the usage here of the clip to be fucking brain dead. It's like the guy that's his agent, right? Is like, yeah, like we're not gonna do this because it's a scam, and then Mrbeast doesn't do it. Well, his manager, it's his job to say, you know what, this is bad, so we're not gonna do it. So that's a good thing. Well, he just did his job. It doesn't prove anything.
No, I think the details of that conversation matter because he says it took a long conversation, and he said Jimmy wanted to do it, and it was a lot of money, and that's why Jimmy wanted to do it. So he clearly stated Jimmy's intention and the reason behind his intention, and then what it took to get him to not do that, which was a long conversation. So it's like
that makes sense. I've had offers before to do some shit in whatever, right? And I'm like, by the way, this is worth like 5 mil. Here's the thing, right? I have 5 mil. I'm gonna be honest with you. I always said yes. Okay, yeah, we're doing that. Whatever. Is it? Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Some guy will show up with a deal. Yeah, we're doing that. But then, right? The intention is to make money, right? Company wants to make money. They get an offer to make money. They say yes, right? Hold on. Say yes internally, but then they give the offer to people that are qualified, right, to process that offer and make sure it's legal, ethical, or see the optics and then the PR, and then we'll give you an answer. Are we doing this or not? Not my job. My job is to make sure that this endeavor is profitable in whatever capacity. That's my job, right? And to keep the boat sailing. I have people that are around me as the people to make sure this runs properly, right? It's done right. So I offload this task up to them because I honestly don't even know. It could be in the fine print. It could be in the optics. It could be something I don't even know because I'm ignorant to that. It's not my job. I don't know this. I don't know geopolitics or PR. Sometimes it'll be, hey man, well that money comes from this country and this is due tax fraud and this. I'm like, oh, well, all I heard was this guy saying he's from this country offers that amount of money for this job. I mean, I'll do it. But then in the details, the manager said, we don't do it because of this. Am I now a bad person for saying yes initially before it was processed by qualified professionals? I don't think so. Absolutely not.
No, I think what you're doing is like creating a straw man argument that doesn't exist. You're creating this scenario where you have like an ethics department that's doing these deep investigations into these like possibly criminal things. This is very criminal on its surface. You open the website, mysterybrand.net, and it's like an obvious scam where for $13 you can win a $250 million house.
Okay, so again,
like if you look at it for 5 seconds, if you just get the email and you notice like, yeah, go ahead.
Well, again, I don't know I wasn't showed or I wasn't presented with the video enough evidence to make the call that there was an extensive display of what he of what he saw, of what it is, the whole thing. And he's saying it's obvious, might not have been obvious at the time. It's not assumptions I'm going to make. It's just not. I'm not going to do that. It's like
it's not an assumption. You just look at the what H3 is looking at on the website, and you see that it says $250 million house for $13.
Okay.
You're like, okay, this is shitty as fuck. Okay, imagine you get an email and it says, hey, we're a company, we're selling dick pills, and they're gonna grow your dick 8 inches, and we want to pay you $5 million to promote them to your audience. Are you like, I better send this to my manager, or do you just not answer?
Absolutely, 100%, yeah.
100% what? You send that to your manager? You say, I want to do this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm just saying.
Well, I think you're knowingly promoting a scam in that scenario. I think.
Okay. And then it comes out a fucking year later that the people have some cutting edge technology off chance, right? And they found this new formula that actually works, and they fucking went 1 million X on their fucking stock value, and I missed the boat because I said, no, real scam with no expertise level.
Yeah, that's a hilarious hypothetical, man. I like that.
Okay, I think it's perfectly fair. Like, these people, right, they did enough job on the front end to get massive creators to fucking fall for their scam. So clearly, right, they're doing something right on the front end of what they're showing to get them roped in to fucking actually sign this fucking deal. You understand?
Dude, they got Rice Gum and Jake Paul to sign this deal, okay?
That's massive. That's massive.
No, those are two known scammers at the time. What are you talking about?
Okay. Oh god. Okay.
They were getting like legitimate companies, and it wasn't like sponsored by Apple and like it's all bullshit affiliations. It was like copyright infringement.
So what you're saying is that you want to hold people at a standard that you should absolutely know better, right, than to send it to your manager, or that if it gets forwarded to the people that did this for you, and that's somehow some gotcha on how bad somebody is.
Again, the details are that Jimmy wanted to do it. So he's clearly, his manager's implying or explicitly stating that he got on a phone call with Jimmy. Jimmy was pushing for it, and it took a long conversation, those are his words, to convince Jimmy to not take the deal.
Again,
it's not a big point in the video. I don't really care. I'm just,
I'm just telling you that I genuinely think if that's a standard I'm gonna apply to people, I'm gonna be just chasing ghosts out here, like, because I don't know how long of a convo is. It's a fucking podcast. They just fucking yap and yap. Okay, I don't know how much he knew about the thing. I don't know how long the convo is. Like why it was long. You're missing a lot of data. You're making a lot of assumptions, and it's what I call again.
I'm not making a lot of assumptions. I'm not
saying
bad faith.
I think it's bad faith.
I'm not saying it was a 45-minute phone call. I'm not saying any exact details. I'm saying exactly what the manager said, which was that is a long phone call. And then you're going, I don't know how long it is. Yeah, I don't know either. He said it's a long phone call.
Okay, let me say something. There's a lot of sponsors, right?
We could assume that his manager's lying about the whole thing. That's fine.
Okay.
Maybe none of it happened. Maybe his manager's trying to fuck over his own client publicly on a podcast. We can assume anything.
Okay, like I said, I don't think it's a healthy standard to hold people at to make them look like they're doing something really bad. That they didn't sign off on something, right? So that it didn't go through, right? I don't give a fuck why it didn't go through. It didn't go through. That's what I care about, right?
Okay.
And the fact that I'm not gonna make somebody look bad and do all this bullshit because we have to convince them. Like, I think it's an unhealthy standard, and it's disingenuous to use that. I don't think it's. I think it's trash.
Okay.
And I think most people would agree if they weren't operating in bullshit like outrage ways. And I think that's kind of the target audience is the outrage Andy, and they fall for this. Like, oh yeah, so evil.
So when we were talking about illegal lotteries, in your opinion, it was less about the result of what happened and more about the intention. But when we're talking about mystery brand, it's less about the attention and more about the result that happened. You're just flip flopping.
Wait, that's completely incorrect. What?
when we were talking about the illegal lotteries, I'm saying this is what's happening: is kids are getting scammed and suckered into
And I said I don't care.
Lotteries. And you said, okay, but I don't think they were knowingly doing that. I don't think that was their intention, yada, yada. And then here you have a clip where Mrbeast's manager is saying, hey, Jimmy wanted to do this. That's his intention. But it didn't go through because I pushed back. And so the result of that is that the deal didn't go through. And now you're saying, oh, I only care about the results. So it's flip-flopping.
No, okay. Again, you're misportraying the announcement that we just had because you failed to compute. I still don't know what the semantics are and how the combo went. I don't know anything about this. Nothing.
No, you know what was told. It's not that you know nothing. You know that the manager said it was a long conversation. Jimmy
I
wanted to.
don't know what Jimmy
If
knows
you
about the product though.
Well, what if he's having long conversations with his manager? Like, I'm sure he knows enough. There's like context there, right? He's not just like calling on 40-minute Skype calls every time that he gets an email.
Fuck
He'd probably
no.
identify what it is. He knew the dollar amount.
Okay, the dollar amount is probably 100% the foot to the door, right? So dollar amount usually is, oh, this is worth talking about. Let's investigate further. Yo, this guy says 10 mil. I want to do this, right? Am I evil for saying, yo, I got an email saying 10 mil. I want to do this, and the guy says, yo, we're not doing this. Why not?
Right. Were you in that hypothetically, you did no research into what this is. You have no data on it, then no, you're not evil for that. But if that's really what you assume happened in this instance, then I guess that's your assumption. I think that's a large.
And I think that's equally as valid as I guess you assuming the complete opposite. I'm saying both scenarios are shit, right? So let's get in the middle and say let's not make assumptions.
Right. Well, I'm basing my assumptions off the context.
Context
conversation.
does not give enough. If you think this is enough to make assumptions, then I think it's why I don't agree with the video at all.
Okay, so you think that clip has there's no meaning of anything in that clip. Nothing exists. That clip is just there's no information contained in that clip whatsoever.
No, I'm saying it's not enough to make assumptions.
Okay, so then place it in the context of the rest of the video.
Oh, I did. It's still not, it's not enough in any context.
Oh, okay. So now context doesn't matter because it's not enough in any form of context.
No, I've always said that. I've always said it's not enough in any context. I've always held this stance.
Okay, that seems like really
What's enough? What's enough? What's enough is what's been shown for other things people have been doing on the internet, such as crimes that are related to children or whatever. Oh, now you care, and now every detail matters. Oh no, there's a degree at which you say
wait.
It's more likely than not, right? And this is not enough. It's not past that bar of more likely than not that it's bad. It's just not. Sorry.
Didn't you lose a debate about the age of consent to Destiny?
I crushed everybody on those.
Didn't he cook you on that? I think
No,
he cooked you on that.
no, because it's world views. You didn't
on that.
Okay, I think you're still on this like LSF brain Andy or some shit like that, like actual libtard brain of like, oh, these guys are debating worldviews. You are wrong. Oh, it's how you see the world. I see the world as in we need black on white, 100% a clear line of what is of age and not of age for the people to make the correct decision. And Disney doesn't agree. I didn't get cooked. Okay. Do you think that Disney, it feels like most individuals could not have a line and say, I think this person's ready and navigate the world that way without causing harm? Fuck no. Fuck no. Never. But, I mean, you can make that argument to win the debate and you'll look cool or whatever. Cool, but it's stupid.
Mm-hmm. Okay, is there anything
Unless you disagree. Unless you disagree.
Well, is there anything else you want to talk about in my video or no?
Sure.
Or we could just talk about life.
Hold on.
Yeah, people were saying I was fat phobic when I put up the magazine cover. Is that fat phobic?
The neurodivergent thing is chat's dumb. It was a meme, and two, I don't think it's him portraying that. It's whatever. I don't give a fuck. That's a mute.
I didn't know neurodivergent was a slur either. I thought that was like the official term.
I think so. A lot of times it's people will say this slur, that not slur. This listen. I think if you start finding kind of like loopholes to be a hateful bitch ass, right? You're still being hateful. So whether something has that label or not, I don't really give a fuck, right? But it's more about the portrayal that people have these days, where they'll be like, "Oh, well, I didn't say retard. I said neurodivergent. Oh, you're gonna say that I meant retard? Whoa, what do you mean by that? That's kind of weird. Nah, I don't play that fucking game, man. I'm good. Like, I'm old. I'm past that age, man. I'm fucking
You're
28.
old? Oh,
Yeah, I'm 28. I'm past doing that shit. I'm way past it.
Chad, he's pushing 30.
Legit.
No, I didn't intend to use neurodivergent as a slur. I thought it was. But that doesn't matter.
I don't think it cares, but yeah, it's pretty much that. But who gives a fuck?
No, because in the meme that I showed, it's like the kids who are getting fucked because they're like iPad kids with
Yeah.
underdeveloped brains. It's like
Yeah. So
they're the
so
victims.
so retards.
No, just like maybe
So
like a
my
autistic 7-year-old who is on an iPad all day, and he.
so retard.
I mean, you could.
That's pretty much that's
Well,
exactly what's trying to be you're portraying.
no, because mentally challenged and autistic are two very different things.
Oh, so what you're saying is that the difference between um mentally challenged and retard and whatever. So yeah, I get it. We could do this all day. Like I said,
No, I thought I didn't even know you were against this take. I thought neurodivergent was the umbrella term for like all neurological disorders.
which a lot of times, if you're using that to portray, right, portray something. Oh, this is a dumb behavior. Oh, that's fucking brain dead. Oh, this shit. And you say no divergent, but you're pretty much you're saying retard. Like it's fine. It's not a crime. Like it's whatever. But that's just what it is.
Well, no, that's not what I was saying. But anything else?
All right. Um. So why are we through then? What does no divergent mean? Because a kid being a kid isn't no divergent. That's
No,
just
I
not
know.
what that's not what that. You're not it's not because you're going through phase of development that you're no divergent.
No, I know.
Then take my hand and walk me through it then.
It would just be like somebody who has a neurological, disorder of any kind, whether it's autism, Asperger's.
That makes them act in that way, which is pretty stupid. What you're saying.
Well, again, this wasn't a legitimate argument in the
So kind of a
video.
retard?
It's just a meme.
Oh,
I don't know why we're hung up on this. There's a meme.
well, nothing. It's just I feel like it's kind of important to always keep track of what the fuck are we doing, right? And
Yeah.
if you find some loophole here, loophole there, loophole here, and you say, okay, well, I mean, everything's dog shit then because anybody's just fucking loopholing out of fucking like being hateful. I don't think it's hateful, right? But it's still what it is. Like,
Yeah, then we both don't think it's hateful, and that's fine. And I don't know why we're still talking about it.
yeah, all right. The branding shit
You want
is
to go?
pretty mute points, but no problem.
Yeah.
The I think that the main point of like, oh guys, subscribe to this, whatever. I genuinely don't care, and I feel like you don't care that much either. It's just being represented like people are being scammed out of like a lifestyle or life opportunity or like all the gold in the world behind it being bait into clicking subscribe. I think that's like some whatever, and I feel like you're overplaying that standard because it's Mrbeast. But for other people, you probably don't give up, and it's just a point that's common, or if not, everybody on YouTube does it, right? And it's just I think that's fine. It's whatever.
No, I don't think everybody on YouTube has like, 8 executives in a boardroom, like detailing all these sophisticated ways to manipulate children's psychology so that they can sell them chocolate bars and scam them out of money. I don't think that's
Okay,
every YouTuber.
so okay, you completely sidetracked to make the point sound better.
Well, it's like
That's just annoying. It's just annoying.
I just think it's like poor practices, like how you would probably criticize EA for, loot box mechanics or whatever you stand up for. Like I just think it's poor practice.
Okay. Um, I'm trying to isolate these systems one at a time, right? So we can tackle one point. One
Hmm.
point. It's kind of hard when you like teleport like to I'm talking about one of the points. Say, well, dude, obviously it's a chain of command of this, that, this. It's like, dude,
But
they're being told to subscribe to be one of the videos, to look at the videos, to get chocolate, to get diabetes, to be part of the lottery, to turn to gamblers, to make money on t-shirts. Like, okay, whoa. Like, I don't think it's a full scheme. I get you're trying to make that point, sure, but it's just like chill out. Like, I'm not gonna make I'm not gonna look at all this and say, yep, I think this is a super hardcore boardroom chain of things to do all these things, bro. Most things are just kind of driven by like views, money, engagement. It's simple feedback loop. This works for clicks. I do this. This works for subscriber. But I think they're pretty all like problems that are pretty isolated and by themselves, right? And they make it this kind of assumption that it's all interlinked in this massive system. It's just a little like, yeah, no. Make sense?
um, I don't know what you're talking about, to be honest. But did you have a? Is there like a? You said stay on one specific point. I mean, we went over the faking videos, the illegal
But we're only
lotteries.
here because you went off my point. I
Like,
isolated it and you went
yeah,
off the
but what?
rails.
Well, I didn't understand what you were isolating to. What were you isolating to?
Like the practice saying, oh, subscribe for this, subscribe for that, whatever. It's like the most common practice on YouTube. Yeah, I guess you could say it's bad, and I agree. It's bad. People should be doing this. It's like saying like clickbait sucks. Yeah, shit's fucking trash. It's everywhere. It'll never go away unless it becomes illegal or some shit like that. Like it is what it is. I'm not gonna make some 1 hour video about how I'm ruining people's lives and making them addicts of whatever because I clickbaited. Like it's whatever.
Yeah.
Clickbait sucks. Okay.
I don't think that
Saying
was the point of my video, is that, saying subscribe for a cookie is going to ruin your life. But
well,
I think
I mean, you do say subscribe for Cookie, subscribe for this, subscribe to be one of the videos. Then, well, people do this for the lottery, and then for diabetes and lose limbs. I mean, you absolutely are doing
no.
you're
So,
linking that to get the whole. Yes, you are.
no. Because I said, this is what a call to action is. It's saying subscribe. When you take a call to action and you add positive or negative reinforcement, that's what this looks like. And then when you're adding a giveaway on top of that, that's what this looks like. And I think between the positive and negative reinforcement and the giveaway, that's where you draw the line. And YouTube should just ban giveaways. Because also another issue is that most of these YouTubers who say, hey guys, subscribe for an iPhone, they're not giving away their iPhones. It's legitimately just a scam.
Is that is it like a true thing, or is that you think something that like just will sell your point? Because
No, of course
as
that's
nobody
true. You
got on the
think Juan
phone.
Rivera is like giving away these, and also, hey, somebody subscribes to your YouTube channel. How do you contact them? You can't unless they put their email in their like info box or whatever, which most people don't. Like, there's no way to contact someone who subscribes to the channel. You do not have a chance to win if you just subscribe to a channel. It's just blatantly a scam, which is PewDiePie was talking about that like years ago.
There's that wait. So nobody's got on the phone. Zero.
No. I'm not saying in the case of Mrbeast. I'm saying when there are instances of YouTubers who they say, hey, subscribe for this, and they know that they're not actually going to give it away. And even when they do give it away or do something, right? Like when you see on Twitter, hey, someone who retweets this is going to win $100. Hey, maybe they do give it away, right? Maybe Steve will do it or something. He does give away the money. He's just buying engagement. So it's like you're still just farming engagement and then you're profiting off of that. There's no point of, there's no like good reason for a giveaway to exist. It's either a scam or a way to buy engagement.
Um. Okay.
Yeah, so I think we should all agree that like that social media should not be pay to win. It should not be scam to win. So giveaways should probably be banned
Well, I
across
disagree.
all social media
I
platforms.
disagree flat out.
You think social media should be pay to win or scam to win?
I mean, yeah, life is pay to win in every capacity. And it never will be different for that system. And it hasn't been. It's, if you want to say, guys, if you subscribe, I'll get one of you guys and send you a DM on your YouTube account. I'll give you 10K or whatever, right? If I do give the 10K, I mean, pay to win. Okay, I don't give a fuck.
Okay, so then in the instance of scam to win, you agree that that's bad.
Well, if there's instances where it's a scam to win, absolutely. Do I have evidence that it's a scam to win?
Okay, so how is it possible to regulate to ensure that all of the giveaways are pay to win and not scam to win? How do you regulate that as a social media company?
I mean, I have no idea, but it's not my job to know either. It's just you have to operate with everything that you have. If you can't prove that these people are doing a scam, I think calling it a scam is pretty lame.
Okay, but then the YouTubers who are doing it legit, they're actually doing their giveaways and they're buying subscribers or whatever. They are at a financial disadvantage to the YouTubers who are scamming.
Then don't
Because the
do it.
people who are scamming get
Well,
to save their
then
money.
don't do it then.
Okay, but then who rises to the top of YouTube? The scammers.
Well, if we can't prove that they're scamming, then why are we calling them scammers?
Bro, I'm telling you they're scamming. What do you mean?
Oh, it's because you told me.
No,
Well, that
we're
mean-
doing a hypothetical. What are you talking about? Yes, if in the hypothetical they're scamming, then of course they're scamming in the hypothetical. What are you talking about?
But I mean, I'm talking about Mrbeast because this is the video you made and it's what we're talking about. Is this not about Mrbeast
No,
anymore?
we're not talking about Mrbeast anymore. We're beyond that.
What?
We're talking about giveaways on social media.
Bro, then why are you bringing this up then in the video then if he's not scamming?
Because we've moved to the point of this is why giveaways should be banned because, for one, if they are being done legit, it's just buying subscribers. Okay,
Wait.
you don't mind. You don't mind if they buy subscribers.
This was
But if
never
they're
about
not-
purism or utopian fucking. What is this like some fucking like Marxist random shit? What the fuck are you talking?
You and your Utopia Andy rants, dude, all the time. You always
I
say,
just don't understand what you're doing.
banning giveaways. What
You're-
a Utopia idea to ban giveaways. Oh my god, that would be impossible. Like, no, of course, YouTube could tomorrow announce that, hey,
That's not gonna
a lot
happen.
of YouTubers we found out.
It's
they're
a
not doing
bad.
giveaways.
I
We're just
think
gonna
banning
ban
them would be a bad thing. The whole thing is bad. It's there's no point banning them, and I don't think Mrbeast is scamming it. There's proof that he is. I mean, fuck him, but there isn't, and there isn't in a video. So why are you presenting that as a point, and you're using fucking PewDiePie to back up your point? What the fuck?
I mean, I can send you the proof right now that like one of the people who was
Don't
in
show me the proof. Show them the proof in your video, because they're watching the video. They
Hey, well,
need the proof.
I showed proof in the video, but you're just denying it. So what I'm telling you is like,
Which
okay,
proof?
There's no proof that he scammed people. Well, Della Vlogs won one of the golden tickets. That was supposed to be, hey, if you buy a chocolate bar,
I'm
you
talking
can
about the
win a golden
phones.
ticket.
I asked about the phones. I said the phones. The phones.
Okay,
the
so
phone.
we're- Okay.
No,
so the Samsung
it was
phones.
always about the phones.
Oh, I didn't know that. Sorry. I thought we were just talking about giveaways in general. Okay. Specifically, the Samsung phone giveaway. I do not have evidence that it was a scam.
So why bring it up
Why bringing what up?
in the
giveaway
video?
up? The Samsung giveaway? Because he's not disclosing his relationship with Samsung. That's like a big no-no on YouTube.
Hold on, let me show you. See. What's that? What?
What am
I
I
mean,
getting?
that's not on YouTube. That's the law.
Yeah, it's very shady to like have a channel sponsorship with Samsung and then being like, I literally paid $1 million for these phones, and it's like, did you though, or did you through like some legal loophole where like Samsung is able to give you $1 million and then you just give it back to them?
Oh, wait, so now it's not illegal because it's a loophole.
Well, I'm not. I don't have the details on that giveaway. I'm not gonna come on your stream and be like, oh, this is illegal. I'm just saying allegedly, like, yeah, allegedly it's illegal.
Okay. I feel like at this point, your practices of guessing of this and that and making these assumptions is unhealthy.
No, because I'm not making assumptions. You can look at that video of him giving away the Samsung phones, and then I show you proof that he he has a relationship with Samsung, and I know more about that relationship than
Yeah,
you do, but I'm
holy
not
shit.
going to disclose it all. And yeah, it's like it's kind of shady, dude, that he's sponsored by Samsung, and then he's saying, "I literally spent $1 million on these phones."
Okay.
Over $1 million on these phones, and we 1 minute before Zach. I spent over a.
So he did not spend that much on the phones.
That is what I am. That is half of what I'm alleging in that clip. The other half is the fact that he's buying subscribers. So it's twofold. There's 2 points to be made with that edit.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah. I think fundamentally, I think the pay to win subscribers, is pretty irrelevant because it's like that audience, that whatever. It's what works, always works. It's kind of shitty, but I mean, I don't. It's not going anywhere anytime soon, and I feel like
I think it very easily could go away. Like, why not just ban giveaways? It's like so easy. YouTube doesn't affect their bottom line.
because I think punishing the good because of some of the potential bad and just shooting at random like that isn't fantastic. It's just not a good practice.
Yeah, but like you identify buying subscribers as good. I think it's just like,
I didn't define it as good.
well, you said it was fine, so
Well, I didn't say it's good. I said
okay. Well,
I said
then
it's
ban
fine
it.
in the current landscape. Like it's just fine.
Okay, but it's impossible to separate out the scammers from the people who are doing the giveaways legit. So just ban them all. Easy.
So lose out on actual good value, good interactions, and good community outreach because of bad apples because you said so.
Yes. So now you're saying it's good again. So I don't know, dude. Stop flip flopping. Oh my God, are you
Oh,
schizo? Am I schizo?
oh no. You can't start a topic with one label, right? Say yeah, that's fine. Use another label and say, oh yeah, that's good. Wait, is it fine or is it good? Like, dude,
Yeah, and
you,
you said I
you
didn't say
have
it
to
was
stay
good.
on topic.
You said I didn't say it was good, and then right now you just said, "Oh, you want to ban the good interactions with the community and throw the bad apples?"
Because
It's like,
there is good giveaways. There are people that actually do good. Like if I have
okay,
10,
so when they're buying subscribers, it is good.
wait, the way you word it is like some fucking like schizo social. Like so it's buying subscribers, dude. Chill out. It's not.
Oh, so you think so? Are there people on YouTube who are doing giveaways and there's no call to action attached to it whatsoever?
Wait, say that one
I've
time.
never seen that.
Say that one time.
Like, are there people who are doing giveaways on YouTube and there's no call to action whatsoever? They're not asking for engagement, they're not asking for subscribers, they're not asking for money, and they're just doing giveaways? Does that exist?
Why shit? Yeah, of course it does. What the fuck?
I would be hard pressed to find an example of a established YouTuber doing that. Trend?
Dude. I do that on my Twitch sometimes.
How so?
I mean, for Christmas, I buy people some shit.
Oh yeah, the Amazon list. Yeah, for content. Okay.
This year took forever, by the way. I'm sorry for everybody that got delayed. Fucking, took for fucking ever for shit to fucking go through.
Yeah.
But
There are rare
yeah.
edge
There's
cases
no
where it
like. I'm
happens,
just saying. If
If
I
you
was
see
if I
YouTubers saying, "Hey, here's an iPhone," like, because they wouldn't even put it on camera at that point, because then they're still associating it with like, I'm a giving person. There's still personal benefit from it. It's just like, but that would be very incredibly rare to find anyway. If you see somebody giving away an iPhone on YouTube, it's like,
yeah, but that's not the
subscribe, you
point.
could have an
Though.
iPhone.
I think the point is that I'm not a saint for work, and nobody's a saint. But I'm just saying it would suck. Somebody wants to do something cool and say, "Well, we've had some scammers, so you can't give anything to anybody, right? Or say anything. Fuck you." It's against our terms of service. That's just annoying. If you operate,
that's the law,
if you
man. That's how it
navigate your TOS this way, for what I know with TOS and on social media platforms, if you operate your shit that way, you get nothing. You'll legitimately get nothing. It's like some crazy like purist mindset. It's trash. It doesn't work.
No, just in regards to banning giveaways, I think is a reasonable thing to do.
I also think that labeling it as buying subs is pretty schizo.
But why else do you think they're doing it if not for engagement? Why do you think? Yeah, let's take the Samsung example. Why do you think Jimmy's doing that and saying subscribe and you can win a Samsung? Is that not buying subscribers? What is that?
Okay, so by default, then advertising your videos anywhere else is by the view you're buying views. Oh yeah, you are. That's called advertising. That's fine.
Huh?
It's called advertising. If I promote my video on YouTube using the ads or whatever the fuck, and I promote it, right? I'm promoting my video.
You're literally buying views. At
You're
that
you're paying to view, and after that you're paying for subscribers. That's the way of the world.
Do you know how YouTube's business model works?
They put out a video, they advertise, the advertisers pay money, they make money.
YouTube's product is attention, views, and they sell those views to advertisers.
Yeah.
Advertisers are literally buying views through the medium of these YouTube channels.
I
So
mean,
yes, if you're paying to advertise, yes, you are buying views.
okay. So how is the basis of marketing? Are we going against the business? So now what we're saying is that we're battling the concept of marketing now. We're against that right now.
No. Buying views and buying subscribers, they're different things. It's like saying, oh, you don't like buying heroin? Well, what about buying basketballs? Like, well, you're just talking about a commodity being exchanged.
I don't find the correlation. What just happened?
You're saying, oh, because I'm telling you that buying subscribers through giveaways, which can most often be scams, is bad. You're drawing the conclusion, oh, well, buying views through advertising is also bad then. And I'm saying, well, no, because no one's getting scammed in that case. It's a false comparison to make.
So what? Whether you got scammed out of clicking subscribe or you got scammed out of clicking the ad, they're both the same action.
Well, if it's a scam ad, like a scam mobile game,
Well, it's not a
then
scam. It's not a scam. If something's a scam, it's a scam. If it's not a scam, it's not a scam.
yeah, I agree.
So what you're saying is essentially ban all subscribe giveaway things, and Mrbeast is evil for doing it because some people are scammers.
Okay, I will walk you through all of the reasons why saying subscribe for a phone should be banned. Number one is that there is no way on YouTube to DM subscribers. So already you are making a false claim when you're saying subscribe.
So don't link. Okay, then fuck all I know what you're doing. Then why are you putting that on Mrbeast then?
Okay. The second reason is that most giveaways on YouTube are actual scams. I will make that claim. When it comes to these kids channels, Brent Rivera, Matthew Beam, like
so you're using a world problem to make Mrbeast look bad, pretty much. Is what you're doing. Some sort of loophole.
No. I'm using Mrbeast as one example of this is bad because he's buying subscribers and not disclosing his affiliation with Samsung. But I'm just calling for, like, in this instance, a company-wide rule change to ban giveaways because I just think it's dog shit. But I don't really. This isn't a major point in my video. I didn't even mention banning giveaways in my video because it's not a major point and it doesn't apply specifically to Mrbeast.
It ended up being a pretty big point at one point, but okay. And I feel like this falls pretty much on worldviews, yeah. Because some of the shit.
No, if there was a way to regulate giveaways to where they're all legit, then yeah, I wouldn't call to ban them. But most of them are actual scams. So like something has to be done about that eventually. Do you disagree?
Just I think if you're gonna use if you do a giveaway, right? There should be in-house tools to use. Use those tools to show it's working to the YouTube, and then they can regulate that. And
okay, that's another solution. Yeah, if they regulate it, that would be another solution. All right, man. Anything else?
Nope.
All right, dude. Good talking to you.
Good talking to you.
XUCL. I enjoyed my stay.
Same, man. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye. I mean, I don't think it's fine. It's a difference in point of views, but I disagree.